everyone, today this video is going to be my first ever Schleich bond tour video. I'm kind of quite excited to film it for some reason. A few things I just wanted to mention before I start is I don't use Schleich people, I actually use LPS for the people. See anything that is handmade that looks kind of bad, it's probably because I made it. I'm not good at making miniatures, so please don't judge too hard for my for like some of the miniature accessories that I've made for my stable. It's not very good. I tried my best. Anyway, yeah, I think I'll just get right into the tour. So first we have the office, and then in here this is Lacey, and then this is Milo. Over here this is Jake. Jake and Brad both own the stable. I don't have Brad out because I need to fix his leg. And we got some like trophies and stuff, all this stuff on the desk. This is Jake and Brad's like tack. I don't know who's this, who, I forget. Anyway, and then over here we have the horse float and truck. Don't ask why there's a bunch of bunnies in the thing. And then over here this is Steel and this is Penny. Guard dogs, like security dogs, and both of them are one of these security dogs. Over here is the feed room for the zoo and farm animals. Got all like this stuff. This is all for the farm animals. Over here, got a squirrel. And then I actually just made this feed chart the other day. I quite like it. It's not, my handwriting's shocking, but I try my best at a miniature scale. This is Bat. He's one of the barn cats. All this stuff here, I need to make a shelf, so that's why it's all out there. There's another massive squirrel. This is actually a fridge. You can tell I made it because it's pretty bad, but I think all this stuff kind of helps it make it look more like a fridge. And then there's some stuff inside. I actually love how I made these. Anyway, over here we've got a bag of fruit and vegetables, you know, like a little table chopping board. And then this is Sophie. I don't know what she's doing in here. Little shopping list and another feed chart. And I used to have posters in here, but once I add the other shelf, I'll put posters up in here. And then here we have the feed room for the horses. So another feed chart. I have some posters in here. We got some like feed here. There's a little mouse on the thing. And then we got this girl. This is Gigi. And we got like a broom, some buckets, more posters. You know, we got like a salt lick. These just like won't stand, so I'm just gonna let them know. There's like toys here, treats, bags of grain. You got like a crate of like apples and carrots, hay net, more posters. There's a rat over there. More bags of feed and stuff. And there you go. And then we've got Haley right here. Anyway, this little area over here, these are like medical stalls, so the horse is like either sick or needs like stall rest or whatever. Anyway, here we have Joey, and he's so cute. And then this is Melody. I guess I'm just gonna pretend for now that she's like a assistant nurse, just checking him out. And then this is Scarlett. Obviously she's injured. She's got 2 bandages on her legs. Over here is the tack room. So right here we got a bunch of saddles. This all looks pretty messy. I probably need to fix it up. These bunch of like stuff for like washing horses and grooming them, hoof oil, a bunch of rugs, and then this is Tim just sitting here. And then these are actually tack boxes. I have like more of these, but too many, look really weird and look way too busy in here. And then this just has a bunch of like halters and stuff. And then here we got some cats. This is Cow, the little kitten, and then his adoptive mother is Tigger, and that's supposed to be Cat Scratcher. Anyway, and then over here we've got like grooming, like stuff like this, like the like cleaning tack, grooming box, and that's like another medicine thing, little to-go medicine box. And then this is Regina. There's like a bunch of posters behind her. And then over here is like a medicine cabinet, and there's like a little thing of gloves. And then over here is where we have all of our zoo animals. Obviously, if this was a real zoo, this would be terrible because of how boring the enclosures are, but hopefully I'll get stuff that I can make them look a little more exciting. This is Ebony. She's one of the guard dogs for this area. And then over here, this is Scar, and that's Zira. They're just like random like plastic animals I just have. And then that's CJ. I think he's a mountain lion. And then this is Ahadi. Obviously he's a lion. Oh, this is Brutus, who's just here. That's Leo. He is the other guard dog here. And then this is Murray, the dingo. And then that's, I think I called him Fang. He's just a random wolf I have for some reason. And then we have this other little farm area. This is a cat custom I did because I had 2 of these. I think this one's called Peanut, or did I call it Caramel? It had multiple names. Anyway, And then this is a water buck. I've had this for such a long time, but I don't have a name for it. Same with this giraffe. I've had it for a while, don't have a name for it. This is Bella. I guess she's just here to check them out. And then this is Eleanor, and her baby is Gibby. And then this is Sydney Rue. I don't have a name for the Joey. And then this is Skippy, and I also don't have a name for the Joey. I should get a male kangaroo. I just have so many girl kangaroos. Okay, we're finally on to all the paddocks. Anyway, this is the stallion and geldings paddock. This is Edward, and then this is Brutus. Dusty, ignore that they don't have any food in the paddock. This horse has like 2 different names, but I'm not really feeling any of those names, so right now he's just nameless. This is Aztec, and then this is Cruz, because he thinks that Cruz has a treat for him. This is Francis the cat. This horse, I know he has a name, but for some reason I just call him Clay. It's a weird name, but I kind of like it. And then I know this is a Hanoverian mare, but I've changed it to a English thoroughbred stallion. So his name is Lightning. Anyway, and then over to the mare and foal paddock. This is Mystery, this is Charlotte, Apricot, Coco, Jangle, this is Annika, this is Felicity, this is Ruby, Loretta, Isadora, and then this is Jingle, and then her owner has treats, and all the other horses want to get the treats, obviously. And then right in front we got Millie and Casper. And then over here in this little like farm paddock, you got Maisie over here. This is Mildred, this is Dorothy, Wendy, Duchess, Sugary, Luca, and Abby. And these 2 are little escape artists. It's mainly Mildred, so we gotta have security around the place to make sure they don't keep escaping. Anyways, that is it for the barn tour. I'm sorry it's like pretty short, and I kind of tried to go over stuff quite quickly. Yeah, like apologies for any like the handmade stuff that looks bad. I try my best with handmade stuff. And I don't know if you really call it a barn tour because I actually don't have a barn. And I know these aren't real horses, but it's probably better that they actually just live in a paddock and not cooped up in a barn. But anyway, let me know if I hope you guys liked this video. I don't know, would you guys want any more barn tours? Please let me know if you do. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to see you in another video. Goodbye!